I hope you're having a great day. Well, reportedly, neocon Nikki Haley tried to get a sit down with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago. And of course, what she's trying to do is get herself in a position where she can run for president in 2024. But the things that she said about President Trump after January 6th are not excusable, not forgivable, and they show a lot of where she stands in the Republican Party. The opportunist Haley has been described by some as the right-wing Hillary Clinton, and she trashed Trump prior to the Biden inauguration. First of all, any comparison to Hillary Clinton makes me shy away from a person because what that tells me is this person is ambitious beyond reason and probably willing to get her way at any cost, and that's really not what America needs. According to Politico, though, she reached out to President Trump on Wednesday and requested to sit down in Mar-a-Lago, but a source familiar with Playbook says that he turned her down. And of course he would. President Trump is a good guy, but he's not that forgiving. Let's take in mind that she said, and I quote, "I think he's going to find himself further and further isolated after January 6th. I think his business is suffering at this point. I think he's lost any sort of political viability he was going to have. I think he's lost his social media, which means the world to him. I think he's lost the things that really could have kept him moving." So, Nikki Haley eulogized President Trump, declared him dead. So why does she want to meet with him? Well, all of a sudden she realizes that in recent polling, President Trump is still the person that most conservatives want to have on the ticket in 2024. Now, I'm not sure I'd go that far. He's going to be very old. And if he's got the energy for it and wants to do it, by golly, I'll vote for him and I'll support him. But I think President Trump's going to be a kingmaker or queenmaker, as it would be. If we're going to have a woman president on the Republican ticket, I'd vote for the lady from South Dakota, Noam, I think her name is. She's very good, and there are a lot of other Republican women that would be outstanding candidates. Candace Owens has kind of thought about it. I'd vote for Candace. I'd probably rather see her be a vice president at this point. She's very young yet, but she's also brilliant. So her day will come. But of course, Nikki Haley went on to say, "I don't think he's going to be in the picture," she said, matter-of-factly. "I don't think he can. He's fallen so far." Well, maybe it's time for her to fall a little bit off of that rung of the ladder she thinks that she's on. President Trump helped bring her into prominence by giving her a position in his administration, and the thanks she gives him is not supporting him and basically just declaring him dead. Haley's presidential ambitions have been clear for some time, but supporters of Trump already have been promoting a Never Haley movement. And guess what? That's what this video is about. I'm promoting a Never Haley movement. I say we should never support this woman, not after what she said about our president, not after what she said about someone who did so much for her. To me, if she's willing to stab him in the back, she would stab us in the back as well. Of course, it's very obvious now that there is a neocon side of the GOP, and there is an America First side of the GOP. And I think that Haley has made it very clear that she's a neocon, just like Mitch McConnell and some of those Republicans in the, especially Liz Cheney, the types that sit up there in Congress and protected their own reputation and their own hide at the expense of President Trump. So I don't want to see any of these people that did not stand up for President Trump get on the 2024 ticket. And so I hope you guys are with me on that, and I think you probably are, because if they didn't stand up for President Trump now, they're not going to stand up for America First, and they're not going to stand up for us as conservatives and as people that care about America. So that's what I have to say about Nikki Haley, and her ambitions, and I hope you guys have a great day. I will talk to you in a while.